everyone, and welcome to this weekend's live stream. I've got to remember what to actually do after all this time. It's been a solid, I think it's been a solid month since we've done a live stream, and so I've kind of got to remember exactly how we do these. So I apologise for being late. Had to reset up the internet. Had to do all of that faffing. So yeah, it maybe took a little bit longer than planned. So I do apologise for that. But we're here and we have plenty of time to go through everything. So thank you for joining me once again. For those of you that, were expecting a different setup today, because the main reason I took a month off was to move, you will be surprised that I've managed to recreate the same look in the new place. No, I'm joking. The move is going well, but it has not officially happened yet. That will be next week. But I didn't want to wait another 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month or whatever before actually, doing these live streams. So it's coming back, even though it is kind of in a very empty, there's quite a few boxes as well, you'll see, set up. So I apologise for the overall presentation mid-move at the moment. But we're here to talk about all things skincare, to have a good chat, ask me anything. Let's go through the housekeeping first. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We do these live streams every other Saturday, 6 p.m. UK time, 7 p.m. European time, 10 a.m. West Coast time, 1 p.m. East Coast time, 5 a.m. if you're watching from Australia or New Zealand. And if you are, you get an extra big hug because that's dedication for you. There's no cost joining these live streams. I know a lot of content creators now charge to join their live streams. We're not all about that here on Mad About Skin. Free, of course, and you can ask anything you want. Drop your comment in the chat and I go through them in the order which they come in to just make it as fair as possible so everyone gets the chance to have their question answered. I think that's everything. Big thank you to Tom who's moderating, and let's delve straight into some of the questions. A bit of a background. So yeah, for those of you that were expecting me to have moved, the move is going well. Things have happened. It will be all complete by the time of the next live stream in 2 weeks' time. It'll be a completely new setup and it'll all be good. So that's great. In the meantime, we're back where we started. And I think on the last live stream a month ago, I said, sad, this will be the last live stream in this room. Well, ta-da! Here's a freebie. But, not everything works like that. And I think there's been a lot of frustration along the way, but we're getting there. I'm going to give an update on the rebranding in a short while, so I've got a little bit of an update to give on that, but I think we just delve into some of the hellos and some of the comments. So first of all, Danny, Amy, Jan, great to see you. It's been too long. Hope all is amazing with you. Adri, Heather, Fristenberg, great to see you. Fristenberg says, on a train right now, so I hope I don't lose connection. Fristenberg, I'm with you on that. My internet is temporary internet because I now have internet at another place, and this place, a bit messy. So I'm hoping that I don't lose connection too, so we'll see. So Tom, welcome, moderator and chief as always. Couldn't do it without Tom. Got Rita who says great to be back. Great to have you back, Rita. I've missed these. And Amy says, yeah, feels so long. Feels like a family reunion. It does. And this will genuinely be the last live stream in this room, in this setup, in this house. So I feel like we're going to go out, even though that was supposed to have been the last one. We're going out on a high. It's all good. Reve, great to see you. Scott, wonderful to have you, my love. Hope all is amazing with you. Hell says, so good to be here. Good to have you, Hells. And thank you so much for joining. Scott says, wouldn't miss it. I nearly did, Scott. I couldn't get the internet to work. I nearly did. Jill says, hello everyone. Hi Rob. Good to be back. I hope the move has gone well. Jill, it has. It's gone well. I appreciate I have nothing to show for it other than some boxes, but we're all set up and it's ready to go. So the move will absolutely be happening in the next week. So we're between places now, which is a little bit annoying, but it's all set up, ready to work. So from that perspective, absolutely fine. It's just a little bit, up in the air. I'm living out of boxes, which is making things very, very difficult. But, first world problems I'm managing, and I have been ruthless with the throwing out, so I feel like I'm on top of it. Amy says, Rob, have you heard of Build Skincare? It was voted Best New Skincare by Cosmopolitan Magazine. First of all, Amy, clearly they haven't heard about Mad About Skin, just saying. But no, I haven't actually. It's a Canadian company. Oh, let me have a look. I will make a note and have a look, because I'm always on, me, I have an intense fear of missing out. I always want to try new skincare and new things, and now it's kind of a job, so I can get away with that. So I will check it out. Let me just add it to my phone. I have no pen and paper because that's all been moved. So I'm adding it to my phone. We're going modern with this. I'm typing it up in notes. There we go. I will check that out, Amy. Has anyone else heard of them? I haven't at all, so I'm a bit behind the times with that. I did try out. Oh, I'm just going to take a sip of my water. That's so good. It's like fruit squash thing. So this week, new things that I've tried. So I tried out the new Kiehl's blemish line. Now I've never really tried anything from Kiehl's. I know they're popular. I just never personally, I've just never tried anything from them. So far, so good. Only a couple of days in, and I can't really tell 2 days in, but I like the packaging. I had a really nice interaction with their like marketing team. They were really nice. And so far, so good. But obviously, the proof will be in the results. Too early to say, but I'm trying that out. I tried the Allies of Skin. Sunscreen, which I fell in love with, did not fall in love with the price. But what I do want to share with you, I've been meaning to say this to you. Has anyone heard of the Transparent Lab sunscreen? Let me just find it. So basically, the Transparent Lab sunscreen is amazing, but it is always sold out. Like, it's ridiculously popular, always sold out. So I think you get 100 ml, it's £18. It's phenomenal. It's water resistant for 40 minutes, I think. It's got new filters in. It's phenomenal, but it is always sold out. They did a restock literally at midnight today, and like it's already selling out in lots of different places. So I'm going to leave a link to it. Because what I would say is run, don't walk. If you want to try that, I know a lot of people have been wanting to try it out. I think it's a really great offer. I've just bought 4, and I paid £18 per one. I got a discount because I bought some bulk. I think it worked out about £16 per one. That's 100 ml water resistant. Really, really good. So if you want a water resistant sunscreen, I prefer, if I was totally honest, I prefer the texture of the Allies of Skin one. I think it just has a nice texture, but it's a lot more expensive. So if you want like almost dupe, not quite, but almost, that Transparent Lab one, really, really good. So I've left the link in the chat. Definitely like get it today if you want to try it, because it always sells out. So Scott says, yeah, it feels like a family reunion. It does, and it is good. It's good to have everyone back. Tina, great to see you, my love. Scott says, oh, loving the peptide serum. It gives me blue raspberry slushy vibes in the best way. I can see that, Scott. I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. I did the colour. I'm not gonna lie, the colour did appeal. They sent me like 20 different samples. Did the lab when I had to choose one. The colour did definitely appeal to me, and I know colour doesn't count. It's natural, but I know that we should be judging it on performance, not colour. But you have to have something uplifting, and the colour definitely appealed to me, which is great. It's so hot here in the UK. I don't know how hot it is where you guys are. It's so hot here in the UK. Not complaining. Nice to have a bit of summer, but yeah, very parched. All right. Amy says, yes, Scott, I agree, but I hope you're not drinking it. Yeah, no, don't drink your skincare. It's kind of a weird, it's a weird stage right now, because we currently have, I'll tell you the stock levels. We currently have, on the website, we currently have 18 sunscreens and 42 peptide serums remaining. And then that's it. Like, it feels really, really weird. Yeah, it feels really, really weird to say that the website's going to be shutting down imminently as soon as we sold out the last bit. So tonight, tomorrow, depends. It's going to be shutting down, and yeah, then the relaunch can actually happen. There's going to be a lot of work in the background to get everything ready. A lot of work in the background. But yeah, to prep the new website and everything, and then that's it. Done. It feels really, really weird to be at this stage. It seems like it's been coming around for years, and we're finally there, which is amazing, and I absolutely cannot wait. But yeah, it feels like we're in the final straight now, which is quite exciting. So I would just say, for the heads up to anyone, if you wanted to stock up on the sunscreen or the copper peptide serum, now is the chance to do it, because it's going as of tonight, tomorrow, at some point tomorrow, the website will go, and then we can get on with relaunching everything in the new packaging, which is quite exciting. The sunscreen is still buy one get one free, so it's gone, might as well. And the peptide serum, if you use the code THANKS, all capital letters, you get 20% off. So just fill your boots, and then it's gone, and it's gone. Do you want to see some? So I finally got the printed bottles of the new. These aren't the outer cartons. The outer cartons have just been finished now. But I finally got the printed bottles. And I'm so happy. So I can't show you all of them because I haven't got them all here, but I've got some, so I can show you. Let me see. So this one here is the exfoliating gel, which is like a bit of a cult favorite. It was never our best seller, but people that used it really enjoyed it. And it's coming back as a light chemical peel gel in a beautiful purple with the beautiful corresponding coloration on it. Obviously with a pump, the pumps going, and the pumps are so nice and they feel so good. But yes, obviously that's coming on separate. But that one is going to go for, I don't know even if you can see, for the exfoliating gel. I had to keep the colour the same for the super serum because everyone loved the yellow, so of course we kept with the yellow. And you can see with it feels so good. It just looks so nice. I'm so happy. We need to get the pumps on and get product in. Product is already in. We're at the filling stage for a lot of it, and the outer packaging is just going to make it pop. And then the other one I've got was the antioxidant cream, which again is coming in a jar with a pump on, and it comes in this green, which I think the green was really nice, represents the natural, the earthy scent that you got with it, from all of those antioxidants. And yeah, it makes me so happy. There are lots of obviously all the others come in different colours. They're the ones I happen to have on the desk at the moment. They're in the process of being filled with actual product now, which is quite exciting. And yeah, the launch is, I'm going to say imminent. I don't want to say imminent because I don't really know exact timings, but it's coming up. We put a lot of work into finishing it off, and yeah, it's kind of, it's very exciting. Well, I'm very excited. So let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Feel free. Nissa, great to see you, my love. Says, yay, it's live stream time. I know, I've missed these so much. I've missed them so much. Great to have you, my love. Karen says, how did your animals handle the move? Handling the move, I must admit they've been better than I thought. They've been much better than I thought. The cats have been in and out of the boxes. Dogs, fine, just going with the flow, don't really know what happened. I think I have one remaining chicken left, bless her. She's doing surprisingly well on her own. She's got so friendly, she just loves the human company, and she's doing well. She is going to stay with my mum and dad, because they my niece and nephew, my brother and niece and nephew live there, and she can be entertained far better on their own there, and they'll love that. So she's gonna go there to live out her final stages and retirement, which is kind of cool. So she won't have to have the move and all of that going on, which I think is going to be for the best for her. But yeah, no, so far so good. I think the proof of the pudding will be next week when the actual full-on move happens, and then we'll see. I expect Marcel, my cat, to be very scampery. Sweet Tea, great to see you, my love. Hope all is amazing with you. Sending you lots and lots of love. Missed you. Let's see. Where are we at? Tom says, Rob, where are you? I'm really sorry. I had a good excuse this time. I genuinely couldn't get the internet to work. Let's see. Ian, great to see you. Happy Saturday. Sending lots of love all the way to London. So, I've missed some of the comments. Let's see where we are. Let's see. Tina says, I think Robert would be late to his own funeral. That was always the running joke in my family. My mum always said that. She'd be like, you're late to your own funeral, boy. And I think that's probably a fair comment. I think I probably would be. I probably won't be, because someone will actually have to drag me there. I'll be in a box. That'll be the one occasion I'm actually on time. Hell says, did you remember to connect the internet in the new place? Hells, that is a whole different mission. We're trying to reconnect the internet in the old place. That's a whole different battle that if anyone wants to come around and help me with that, they'd be more than welcome to. Amy says, Rob wants to get his macaroni perfect before he performs for a state. Amy, you know me too well. Sweetie said, Danny, I've not yet seen a colour Rob doesn't look good in. There are quite a few colours. I look absolutely terrible in beige like sand colours. I basically look, I don't know, I look like a piece of carpet. Nobody needs that. Amy says, I've never given up on the Macarena. I will be so happy when we finally relaunch, Amy. I'm promising you, I will do anything anyone asks. That's the point at which to attack. Christopher says, Amy, you're stronger than me. I admire your tenacity. And Tina says, we'll never get the Macarena. I'll tell you, I think the time to get in there with that is with the rebranding, when I'll be so happy that everything is finally done. And like I say, I will pretty much say yes to anything. Danny says, I've been using the Skin 1004 brightening serum for the past 6 weeks with encapsulated tranexamic acid. Love it. It's been giving me a permanent glow even with nothing on my skin. I know, Danny. And do you know what? I didn't have high expectations from that product because it was like £14 for 100ml. So I thought, how good can something be? £14 for 100ml, like, fine. Really good. Like, worth every single penny. It is so nice. Yeah, I cannot praise it enough. I absolutely love it. And the price just makes it even better because it is so affordable. It's just such a nice product. It feels so good on the skin as well, and gives a nice bit of hydration. So I'm with you, Danny. I'm so thrilled it works for you, and I'm with you on it. Frisberg says, I believe you could teach a dog to do the Macarena, but not cats. If you could teach mine, Frisberg, good luck to you. Good luck. Borneo says, hi Rob, hi everyone. How nice today to see a live stream at the beginning. I hope the good news is coming. Thank you, Borneo. We're getting there. We are getting there. It feels like things are finally happening, which is, yeah, absolutely amazing. Happening with the relaunch, happening with the move. Things are moving, which is all good. Annika, great to see you. Hope all was amazing. Sarah, great to see you too. Act2 says, hey, someone on Reddit said they went to the Ordinary store and they said a reformulated sunscreen is coming too. Oh, I've got gossip on this. I was told that there is going to be a reformulated sunscreen. I don't know any more about like exactly what it's going to be, but they're aiming for a launch this year. I don't know any more than that. I'm hoping it's going to be a chemical sunscreen. I just don't think we need another gloopy, ashy mineral sunscreen. You know what I mean? Their mineral sunscreens were garbage. Most affordable drugstore mineral sunscreens are garbage. I don't think we need another mineral sunscreen for them. I hope they decide to go down the chemical sunscreen route. It means they won't be able to sell in the US if they use new filters, but I think that will be better for them. Who knows? Yeah, I think that would be far better, but I don't know any more than that. Jason, I started using the Beauty of Joseon calming serum for acne. What's your opinion? I like it. I think it's good. I think it calms. I think it does what it says it does. It calms it down. If you've got redness, if you've got very inflamed acne, I think it works really, really well. Personally, I prefer the Geek and Gorgeous Stress Less serum, which I think has a better ingredient profile. Does the same things, but slightly better because of the ingredients. That's my personal preference, which is why I don't buy the one from Geek and Gorgeous. Nothing against them at all. Don't buy the one from Beauty of Joseon. Nothing against them at all. It's just, for me, I think I just prefer the one by Geek and Gorgeous. It kind of just works a little bit better for me. But that, like I say, is just my view. I think the Beauty of Joseon one is really good, and the price point is divine. Like, you can't argue with the price point. It is so good. Yeah, definitely would recommend it. So let's see. See, Amy says the whole room is empty except for the most important things: cat cottage, TV. Yeah, do you know what, Amy? I am one of the few people in that TV doesn't work. Like, I think I could get it to work, but I haven't actually put that TV on in about 6 months. I'm full, like, Netflix on my iPad or on my desktop. Like, that TV, I think, probably does work, but I haven't been on it in ages and ages and ages. It's there for decorative effect. I'll set it up in the new house. But yeah, things are like emptying. Things are emptying for sure. And you know what? It's come at the right time because we will have moved, and all the products will have sold out. So I won't be moving with anything at all. I can just move, and yeah, it'll all be good. So things work out for the right reasons, don't they? Christina, great to see you, my love. Welcome. Soft Charlotte says, hi, the Purite new upgrade is here, 2nd of April 2024. Rave reviews. Oh, I've not seen it. Please do review both the orange one and the green one. Oh, well, I haven't actually seen anything of the new Purito sunscreens. I'm going to be honest. Purito, not my favourite brand after their last sunscreens where there was no accountability, and then it was all just a bit shocking. And then they brought out these new sunscreens and they really didn't get a lot of hype. Everyone was like, They weren't that, to be honest, they weren't that great. Like, there were a lot of better Korean sunscreens. So I'm not surprised that they've upgraded those sunscreens. I think it needed to happen. I will try them. I will try. I'm always in for second chances. I will try them. But yeah, wasn't a huge fan of the like original relaunched ones, if that makes sense. I just thought they were a bit, the formulations were a bit lazy. I thought they could have done better. But I will try the new ones to see what they are. And I didn't know what's the difference then between the orange and the green one. Do we know? I'll have a look. D video says help on my chin. I have what looks like the beginning of a spot that's about to come to a head, but it never does. It's been there since November. It could be a number of things. I would personally just, without wanting to freak anyone out, I would get it checked out. I always think when something like unusual like that appears and then lasts for a while, you should get it checked out. I'm sure it will be absolutely nothing, but maybe they could inject it to get rid of it, in terms of if it's just an underground like cyst, maybe they could extract it, maybe they could. I would just always say get it checked, because you never know. That would be my advice. If something lingers that long, we're looking like 8 months, 7 months now, I would get it checked. Let me pronounce this. Eduardo Lusa, hope I pronounced that right. It says hello from Portugal, sending love to Portugal. Stephanie, great to see you, my love. Hope all is amazing with you. Non-Halan, hope I pronounced that right. I butchered that name. I'm sorry. It says love you from South Africa. Sending love to South Africa. Laura, great to see you, my love. Sweet Tea says, Rob, you look good, but are you taking any rest time for yourself? I'm doing all right, Sweet Tea. Do you know what? I'm doing all right. I think things are good. Things are good. Once the move's over, I think everything will be a bit, it'll be nice to sell out of all of the products today, tomorrow, hopefully, and then we can freeze the website, and then all of my energy can go into the rebranding, which is where it needs to be. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to actually moving, so that's all done, and having more space, and that's going to make things so much easier. So I think the next 2 weeks are going to be pretty stressful, but then after that, I think it's going to be like good stuff leading up to the relaunch. So yeah, but thank you very much for your concern. And yeah, I'm looking after myself. Marcel's looking after me. Me and Marcel had a great nap earlier. So we're all good. We're all good. Marley says, hi Rob, so excited for today's live. Thank you, Marley, great to see you, my love. Georgie says, it's that day today. How lovely, people. Hello, Rob. Hello, my love. Hope all is amazing with you, Georgie. We love you. Sophie, great to see you, my love, and great to have you back. Really good to have you back, my love. Jay says, what K-beauty product should I use for a healthier skin barrier? If you want to go K-beauty, what's my favourite I tell you what, can you cut that comment and put it in the main comment section, and I'll have a look through my Korean skincare collection and let you know. Off the top of my head, I can't think of the best one. There's a couple that come to mind. Put that in the main comment section. I will get back to you straight after this. So look, George said, I don't know when my text will pop up. It's broken connection in Ukraine today lately because of the planned power offs. Yeah, again. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Georgie. But we love you, and we're sending you lots and lots and lots of love. Donna says, first live stream, great to be here. Thank you so much. Welcome, my love. Welcome. Idalia says, hi Rob. I'll rewatch the stream later. You might not remember, 2 or 3 live streams ago, you told me to get my skin checkup done. They found a sus mole. I don't know yet what it is. It's now been cut out of me. Well, thank you for the update. And I had the same thing. I've got... It's healed now, but there. So I know exactly how you're feeling, how stressful things are with it. I hope you get the all clear. I hope that it all comes back good. And you know what? Even if it doesn't, what my dermatologist said to me, even if it doesn't, you've had the stuff that needed to be done. So whatever the outcome now, you're in a better place than if you never had it done. I am absolutely delighted that you went to get it checked. I know it's such a stressful thing. I remember my first mole check and I was like a bag of nerves, awful and terrified of the results. I didn't get the result I wanted either. But I'm so glad that I did. You know what I mean? Like, it just makes sense. And I'm so thrilled that you got it checked, and that things, whatever the outcome is, that you got the treatment that you need. So just, yeah, I'm so happy. And look, guys out there, if there's one message I can send to everyone, as someone that's recently had a bit cut out of them, but get yourself checked. If you can, get yourself checked. It is terrifying, because it's just terrifying, but do it, because not doing it is far more terrifying if things happen. Just get yourself checked. And my dermatologist, you know what? I said to her, like, she's absolutely fab. I went to see her, and she said, we'll do a full body. She was like, go behind the screen, take your clothes off, your boxers, go behind the screen. Sure. So I did. I came out. She said, "How are you feeling?" I said, "I'm absolutely like terrified. This is scary." She said, "You're scared?" She says, "I'm the one that has to stand there with you in your boxer shorts and go over you with a magnifying glass." I was like, "All right, burn. True, but burn." And then we giggled about it, and it was all fine. Best decision I ever made was to start doing the annual checks. Just as Miles said, "Hi everyone. What is the difference about a milk cleanser and who's it for?" Oh, so the milk cleansers generally tend to be hydrating. The ordinary milk cleanser, which is the latest one, is an exfoliator and a like hydrating toner all at once. I love milky toners. I think they're a great way of getting some extra hydration into your routine without necessarily having a different step. So I'm a huge fan of milky cleansers. Scott says, any updates from the candle wax melts? Yes, Scott. Yes. They are all here. They are done. They are ready. They will be launched. I could have done them recently. I wanted to wait. Basically, I want to wait for the rebranding, and I've got a little plan. Basically, I'll tell you guys. They are going to form part of the Ultimate Collection. So we've got an Ultimate Collection. It's not called the Ultimate Collection, but what used to be the Ultimate Collection. So every product in a PR box, which I thought was quite a cool idea because I wanted people, like, as a content creator, I get PR. Brands send PR, and they always come with really nice fancy boxes, and it's kind of nice. It's like Christmas. You open it up and like, oh, amazing. And I realized no one else gets that experience. I think it's kind of like, so I wanted to recreate that experience for the collection. So if anyone buys like the full collection, not only will there be a discount, because obviously you're buying everything, so a little cheeky discount. There's also going to be some other things in there, and it's all in a presentation like PR box that you open with all of the it's so cool, and I wanted everyone that wanted to be able to have that experience, and candle the wax melts are going to form part of that, which I am very excited about. They will be available in certain countries due to some regulations. It can't be everyone, which is unfortunate. We can give them away, which is why if it forms part of the ultimate package, that's fine. Selling them, some countries can, some you can't. So it'll depend a little bit on that, but that's the update, and I'm very excited. I know you guys are actually gonna love it. Absolutely love it. Melanie says, love your page, first time chat. Thank you so much, Melanie. Send you so much love. Amy says, are the fur babies already at the new house? No, they're here glued to. Do you think they'd leave me for 1 second? No, they glue. I tell you, Lon will be outside that door now. I will invite him in afterwards. We're gonna do the move with them all in one go. With cats, I don't know what the rules are or what the advice is, but I looked online. Basically, you lock them in a room. It's a big room, but you lock them in like one room with their like litter tray, with their like beds, with their scratching posts and things in one room, so it's contained. Allow them to kind of get used to being in a new space, to kind of allow them to take that as their own, and then you gradually increase the territory throughout the house from there. I don't know how rigid I'm going to stick to that. I think, yes, start them off in one room for a couple of days to let them get used to things, let them acclimatise, which I think is really important. I don't think I'm then going to gradually expand from there. I think I'll just open the door and they can scamper around and do their thing. But it's kind of important to get them settled first, so that'll be happening as soon as I move. Dogs. I mean, look, Lorne, as long as he's glued to me, I actually don't think he cares. So he'll just be glued to me in another house. So I think he'll be absolutely fine. Eloise, great to see you, my love. I hope all is wonderful with you. Seashine says, yay, so glad to see you in the fan back. Yay, I've missed you guys so much. Chris Wildfire, great to see you. Judge says, to discuss the matter in shipping party update stock last month. I'm not sure what that means, Georgie. If you want to reach out, if it's about an order, if you want to reach out to us on the contact us section of the webpage, I'll be able to help with that. I think that's what that comment's about. Tino says, what would be the highest potency encapsulated vitamin C to use AM and PM with Tret, please? Oh, if you're going to do it with Tret, I would probably say encapsulated, not a bad idea. Always a good idea. I would probably go with like a 15%. I think that's the maximum you're going to want to pair with Tret. Maybe a 10%. Encapsulated will reduce that down a little bit. So the way encapsulation works is if you get an encapsulated vitamin C, 15% encapsulated vitamin C, it's technically not 15% vitamin C because they take the vitamin C molecule and then they encapsulate it. And then so 15% of that product is the encapsulated vitamin C, but the actual vitamin C is a part of that, the encapsulation is part of it. It's not an exact science, but I usually say knock a couple of percentages off and I'll give you a rough idea. So a 15% encapsulated vitamin C is probably the equivalent of 12% pure form vitamin C, as a general rule. So I would think 15% would probably be all right if it's encapsulated. Act 2 says, thanks for the recommendation. My pleasure, my love. Lucy says, hi, what are your thoughts about the Isn't purple sunscreen for people with melasma? I think sunscreen in general is a must-have if you've got melasma. I think the Isn't one is a good option. Do I think it's the best? No, I mean, I've tried some other ones. It's not terrible. I've tried some other ones. Is this the onion one? I'm not gonna lie. I'm very much put off by onion. I don't think that's a good, like, I don't think that's, the smell is too much in my mind to kind of get over. And I know that doesn't impact the performance of the product. And it actually doesn't smell. I have smelled it and it genuinely doesn't smell. But that's my issue with that. But I think sunscreen is a must-have if you've got melasma, and I think these Isn't one's a good option. Danny says, I've been loving the Skin 1004 hydrating SPF. My dehydrated dry skin loves it. Yes, that one is probably the most hydrating of the sunscreens I've ever found, Danny. Skin 1004 are just a really good brand. I'm wondering, would we like to see like a full review of Skin 1004? Do we want like a full brand review? I've got just about every one of their products. Do we want a full brand review? Let me know in the comments if you want to see a full brand review. Anyway, I'm going to take a sip of this juice. If you haven't already, you can minimize the chat, hop over to that like button, give it a gentle caress, and then when you come back, it takes you back to where you were so you don't miss out on anything at all. Right, let's see. See, Jan says, I got the Jumiso Awesome sunscreen this week. Super light and great under makeup. Thanks for another recommendation. It's so good, isn't it? That one is a really nice. I embarrassed myself by taking the longest time possible to realize that awesome, they meant awesome. Yeah, I know. Not my finest moment, but it is really, really nice. Feels lightweight. It's another great Korean sunscreen to add to the mix. So, so good. So yeah, I do particularly love the Jumiso Awesome sunscreen. I'm so glad you like it, Jan. But yeah, it's one of my favorites. It's going to be on rotation this summer for sure. Melanie says, I live in Kentucky. It's 92 degrees here today. Oh, that's a bit hot. That's hotter than it is here and I'm already melting. But I'm sending you lots and lots of love to Kentucky. Amy says, when will the site be back up? Oh, good question, Amy. So, it depends. It's a bit of a moving feast. So where we are with the jars, well, the bottles, the tubes, manufactured, the product, manufactured, bringing the two together. So that's kind of where we're at now. We've got to do some of the marketing finishing touches. We've then got to do all the pictures to then put them on the website, to then redesign the whole website. So it's going to be a lot of work, but then we have got a team working full-time on it. So it's not, it's going to be a lot of work, but it's not going to be insurmountable. So I don't know is the answer, Amy. It'll be up when everything's ready. But what we will be doing in the interim is doing like sneak peeks on the website. So there will be some on Instagram and on TikTok. If you haven't followed us on Instagram and TikTok, I know you have, Amy, but generally people, if you haven't, then follow us on there because there'll be some like sneak peeks and things. So it won't be that the site's down. It'll just be an evolving process, but the products will be sold out as of probably later today, maybe tomorrow. So yeah, I just say to anyone, if you did want to, the only products that are left in stock is the peptide serum and the sunscreen. If you're wanting to bag them, now's your chance. Sunscreens, buy one, get one free. Put 2 in your basket at checkout, one will be free. The peptide serum, if you use the code THANKS, all capital letters, you get 20% off. Will say as well, if you just want one sunscreen, some people just want one sunscreen, use the code YouTube, all capital letters, one word, and that'll get you 15% off. So if you don't want to buy one, get them free because you don't want two, you just want to buy one and you want 15% off, you can do it that way as well. Let's see. I'm so excited for the website though, Amy, because let's be honest, the website right now, I think garbage would be a summary. I don't look at that website and it fill me with joy. I'm very proud of it, but it was very much, my work. And I think no one's beating down the door to ask me to be a website designer, let's put it that way. So a professional website design team will be doing this one, and I'm very excited to see it in all its glory. Donna says, try Southwest Florida, 100% humidity. Yeah, that's quite warm. Danny says, Rob, my friend Cynthia and I joined forces and placed a shared order. Do you know what? This is one of my favorite. First of all, Danny, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I do really, really appreciate it. But you know what? This is what fills me with joy. I love people that do like joint orders for skincare, not just with my brand, but with any brand. I just love the community of it all. I just love the community of it all. So thank you so much, Danny, and thanks to your friend Cynthia. And I love it. Like, cut down on shipping. I say this to people, like, cut down on shipping. If you can get someone to go twos with you, saving the shipping. Like, why not? Why not? And I just love that community element. I just love it. Sweet C said, Donna, Northeast Florida is awful too. Stepped outside, it's a sauna. Oh, that does sound so warm. So warm. Amy says, gorgeous packaging. Thank you, Amy. I'm so good. It's the yellow that does it for me. It just, it's so... Yeah, it just makes me so happy. I absolutely, I look at them and I'm very, very proud. I've always been proud of the formulations. I've never been as proud of the overall look of like the products because it was done on a budget. You know, we were starting out, it was done on a budget, and I'm proud of where we've got to, but I was never like jumping for joy when I looked at the products. I was all about the formulations. So it's nice that I think we now have packaging that matches the quality of the formulations. That's what I hope anyway. Let's see. Chris Wildfire says, what do you think about the TikTok hack of vanilla cream and castor oil on your face? So castor oil, right, first of all, castor oil is a nightmare for me. It is the number one ingredient that breaks me out. I just have to put a dab of it and I will be an entire blemish. However, for most people, it does work really, really well. And castor oil is a nice, great, like, hydrating oil. So I actually think the hack, not terrible. Not a bad idea. Genuinely not a bad idea. Castor oil for me is a firm no, which is why you won't see me demonstrating it. I just know it just breaks me out. But that isn't for everyone. A lot of people have a lot of success with it. And yeah, I would recommend castor oil as long as you know you're not going to be breakout prone with it. Stephanie says, I heard Boots is closing. No, surely not. I don't put that out there, Stephanie. Do not put that out there. I hope not. It's my favourite. It's my happy place. I go there. No. I think they're closing some of their less well-trafficked locations, which kind of makes sense. Businesses do that, don't they? But I think as an organisation, they're still staying there. Nissa says, wow, the packaging is even better than I imagined. Oh, thank you so much. I just think together they, like, all of them are different. Like, they're all, like, different in colours, and yeah, I'm so proud of how colourful they are. I always wanted a lot of colour and for them to pop. And we are in talks with a number of retailers to make that happen, which is quite exciting. It's a very exciting. I'm 50% stress, 50% excitement is the current thing. Because there's a lot of money being spent. That's stressful. A lot of decisions to be made, which is stressful, but then a lot of excitement about it, which is great. I'm most excited about the pop-up shop that we're going to be doing in London. That's what brings me the most, like, joy. I actually can't wait for that. It's going to be so good. The opportunity to meet people, but actually have the products in physical stores so that people can buy, try them before they buy them. It's going to be amazing. If I could do it in every single city, capital city of the world, I would. That's not going to happen. But I would. So yeah, it just makes me so happy and proud. So that's the bit that I'm most looking forward to. Really am. See where we are. Georgie says the package is stifled. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Jan says packaging looks gorgeous. Any news on selling in stores? Yes, Jan, we are in the final stages of conversations with certain retailers. We have one lined up that we'll be launching later this year. We've got that I can't say for contractual reasons, but will be. And we have an airline potentially in the final stages of selling the Sunscreen on board, which is quite exciting. And yeah, there's going to be a lot. So it's going to be a slow rollout. Don't worry, it's not going to suddenly pop up in every single store on day one. It's going to be a slow rollout. But that's the bit that really excites me. Really excite me. Sophie says, great bottle colours. Thank you so much. Tom says, can't wait to see the outer packaging. They're gorgeous as well. I think the outer packaging is going to be like what really, like, merges it all together. It's going to be great. Danny says, we're missing like 60 likes. Come on. We're almost at 60 likes. Almost. I'm going to take the last sip of this juice, which kind of makes me sad. I was really enjoying this. I should have got a bigger glass. So if you haven't already, and you don't want to encounter the wrath of Danny, who, like she says, must get those likes up. If you haven't already, if you could minimize the chat, hop over to that like button, give it a gentle caress, and then when you come back to the chat, it takes you back to where you were. I know, like, a lot of people, say, like, why do content creators always say don't forget to like? It's because YouTube measures your worth in likes. I don't think that's healthy. I wish it changed, but it doesn't. Until it does, we have to play the game. The more likes the video gets, the more widely YouTube will put it out on its platform. So it's just a great way of helping me or any other content creator you enjoy the videos of. Just click that like button. It's free. They have little fireworks now, so yeah. All right, well, that's all gone, but it was very nice. Donna says, Fristibo says, I'm really excited for the relaunch. The packaging looks so, so pretty. Yeah, I am really, really happy that we've put the extra work in. So some of the delays with it is because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, but some of the delays were making sure like we had recyclable outer cartons, for example. We could have done them a lot quicker if we'd have just blasted them through, acid printer and whatever, but then we won't be able to recycle it, and I just think we need to pay it forward. In this day and age, we need to pay it forward, so taking a bit of time to find the right paper that's fully recyclable, to get the right amount of, being able to maximize the amount of recycled content in the packaging, just making things as user-friendly as possible, and also future-proofing things. So we want to down the line do refills. So making sure that all the packaging is refillable, so that when we do launch refills in, say, 2 years' time, which is very much something we want to do, but we're not doing just yet, it's already set up to do. So it's about future-proofing stuff as well. There's more goes into it than what I thought. We were originally just going to do a little tweak, maybe change the logo, maybe just snazz things up a little bit. And then the branding team basically talked me into doing an entire redesign for the right reasons, and I wanted to, and I'm so happy. It's just taken what I thought would be a 3-4 month process has been a year process, but I think we've got there now, and I'm very, very happy. Had I have known it was going to, my one regret is had I have known it was going to take this long, I would have put in an emergency order for some more of like the serum and stuff in the old packaging so we didn't run out. Can't go back, is what it is. That's the one thing that I would change if I did it all over again, but like I say, you can't change things, so we've got to plow forward, and hopefully there'll be a lot of pent-up demand for things like the serum and stuff when it launches, so it might work out in our favour. Melanie says, is sunscreen just as important in the winter? Probably is, just asking. No, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think sunscreen is as important in low UV environments as it is in high UV environments. However, you should still wear it. So what I would say is, match your sunscreen to your environment. In winter, when you have a lower UV index, you're going to be in the house more, you're not going to be out as much, then maybe you can go for, a more lightweight sunscreen. Maybe you can be a bit less rigorous with your reapplication. You know what I mean? Maybe one application in the morning and you're good. Things like that. You can be a bit more flexible in winter. In summer, I think sunscreen is like, you need to be on it, reapplying, make sure you're on it. So I think winter, you can be more forgiving about how you use your sunscreen. I still use it every single day, and I would encourage everybody to still use it every single day. I think the way that people see sunscreen is good. So we've gone from being like, only ever wear it on the beach, to now a lot of people do wear it every single day, or at least every day in the summer. And I always think, like, focus on what you do right, not on what you do wrong. Don't beat yourself up if you're not wearing sunscreen every day in the winter. Just applaud yourself for wearing it every day in the summer, for example, and then work towards it. You know what I mean? I think sometimes we feel so bad that we're not doing everything perfectly. It's not about perfection, it's about being on a journey. And I know I now wear sunscreen every day, winter, summer, that works for me, but it took me a lot of time to build up to that, and that's fine. I also think we need to reset our relationship with the sun. So I know some people that just don't go out in the sun in summer, and I'm like, sunshine's good for you and you're supposed to enjoy it, but B, take precautions. And there's other people I say, like, sunscreen isn't the only option. So for example, since I had a mole removed, a dodgy mole removed on my chest here. Since then, I've been hyper aware, and so I wear the UV SPF 50 long-sleeved t-shirts. They're actually quite cool now. They used to be really awful. Now there's actually some nice designs that you can get. I'll wear that at the beach, and I've got one that I can swim in at the beach, so I don't have to worry about sunscreen here. I'm covered, and that makes me feel protected, and I don't have to apply sunscreen all the time, and it doesn't make me feel all gloopy and horrible. I feel better with it, and I just wish that I discovered them 5 years ago, and had the confidence to wear them 5 years ago, because a lot of it is confidence. People think, look at that idiot wearing clothes on the beach where everyone else is semi-naked. Just, do what's right for you. So I think with sunscreen, yes, I think everyone, if in an ideal world, everyone would wear it every single day. But I would say if you can wear it every single day and reapply properly during the high UV index months, That's kind of like the goal. And then you can build from there. I think that's a reasonable answer, you know, because some people are like, yes, every day, come rain or shine, no exceptions ever. And you're like, oh, the world doesn't work like that. In an ideal world, sure, but we don't live in an ideal world. So I'd say just have a good relationship with the sun. Enjoy it safely. And as part of that, I think part of that is, you know, looking at other options beyond just sunscreen, but also using sunscreen. Yeah, that would be my advice. I fully recommend those UV t-shirts, by the way. I absolutely love them. My mum's just gone to Crete in Greece. She's just gone for the past week, and I wore them when me and mum went on our last cruise, and she was like, what are they? I was like, oh, it's just, I've got one for swimming, I've got one for like going about, and she was like, not sure about that. Just dismissed it, and that was the end of it. And then she got the world's worst heat rash, like full-on heat rash, and was like, nothing. I went, Mum, the best thing for heat rash is to keep out of the sun, keep it protected out of the sun. She's like, well, how do I do that on holiday? I was like, you could borrow one of mine, borrow one of my UV things. She's like, okay, begrudgingly wore it, and then she was like, oh my god, this is so easy, isn't it? Heat rash went like that. She's like, this is so easy. I was like, yeah. She bought 3 to go to Crete with. I was like, victory, victory. It's so much easier. Anyway, that's my little sunscreen like rant. Sorry about that. Amy says, okay, we all heard Rob. He said he'll do anything. You did, Amy, and I know that you people are responsible and you're kind and you will never suggest anything that's less than proper and professional. I almost got that out without laughing. Farida says, what products can clear your acne? Best thing you will ever try if you've got acne is adapalene. Different adapalene. Get it, use it. It is like the best thing. If I'd have discovered it a lot earlier, my acne journey would have been so much easier. Salicylic acid also works really well, but different. Get some adapalene in your life. Georgie says, before I forget, Rob, can you share your thoughts on the new sunscreen launches, Cosrx and 3 versions from Q&A? Haven't tried the Cosrx, so I can't say. The 3 versions from Q&A, stunning. Literally stunning. The price point is amazing. The formulations are great. I absolutely love them. I really like the peptide one. That's my favourite of them. Q&A sunscreens are amazing. If you'd like a full review on them, I'm happy to do one. Tom says, I knew you wouldn't miss that, Amy. Yeah, you people. Very predictable people. Christopher says, mwahaha. Now I have to think of things I want Rob to do. Macarena, Lost Ketchup. I have done the Lost Ketchup song many times in my time. I do know that one. It came back on TikTok. Did you see it? Kind of did the rounds again on TikTok. I was like, oh god, that's a blast from the past. Actually says we need no white cast chemical, one compatible with their actives. This will be great. That's too much. Is that too much to ask? I don't think so. Actually says, yeah, exciting for the ordinary launch, but if they don't launch in summer, it's a missed opportunity. No, it is, but I will say, as I launched my own sunscreen in January, there were delays. I wanted to launch in summer. There were delays. I launched in January. Actually became an instant bestseller. So sometimes launching your sunscreens in winter, not always the worst idea. I can attest to that. Sarah says, oh my god, I love the bottles. Thank you so much. I'm very proud of them. Thank you so much. That makes me so happy. Denny says, guys, I found a K-beauty brand called APLB. Never heard of them. They have a whole glutathione line. Super affordable. Install banner. Bottle toner, serum cream, or report back. Yes, report back, Danny, because the glutathione is my favourite skincare ingredient right now. So any update on that would be much appreciated, and I will definitely give it a try. That sounds actually wonderful. Sweet Tea said, Fristenberg, strategy, start out ridiculous, speed up body pain, then are more but likely to do the dances. That's not a bad strategy. That isn't a bad strategy. Sweet Tea, not a bad strategy. Oh, Sweet Tea, by the way, happy birthday for the other day. Meant to say that. Happy birthday for the other day. Hope you had an amazing and very sophisticated time, as I'm sure you did. Pinya, great to see you, my love, says, haven't been here for ages. How is everyone? We haven't been here for ages, Pinya. I hope all is amazing with you too. Where we are. D says, big fan of you, mate. Thank you. My mum uses Clarins Super Restorative Day and Night Creams. They're ridiculously expensive. They are. Can you recommend an alternative? Cheers, Dan from Ireland. First of all, Dan, sending love to Ireland, to you and your mum. Hope all is amazing. Also, I love the way that you said your mum. As a northerner in the UK, we also say ma'am. That makes me... very appreciative of that. I've got nostalgia vibes. Let me just have a look and find out exactly what's in it. I've used the Clarins Super Restorative Day Cream. Let me have a look, because it is really expensive. I think it's now like, is it £80? Something like that. Coming up for €100. Ridiculous. It is quite nice. It feels nice anyway. Let me see exactly what's in it. So you've got lots of hydrators. You've got some shea butter, which is quite nice. You've got some peptides. Actually got a good blend of peptides in there. You know what? I would say if you can find it. Let's see. In Ireland, if you can get to there's two options I would recommend, Dan. First of all, if you can get to a Boots collagen, they do a day and a night cream. The day cream has SPF, the night cream doesn't. You could actually just use the night cream in the morning and use SPF if you want. But Boots collagen is very close in terms of its hydrating, how it feels. It's like £15, so affordable. So yeah, the Boots collagen. Let me see if I can. I'll leave a link. We're there. Let me just leave a link for you. I'll leave a link to the night cream because that's the one that doesn't have. It's £12. £12. So the other one's 70. So definitely a good option. Let me just leave you a link for that. That's also really good. I think you should get a similar experience from it. Your man will get a similar experience from it. At a fraction of the cost. I think she might even enjoy it more. There you go, Dan. That was my recommendation. The only thing it doesn't have in there is a couple of the peptides, which the Clarins one does. So you might want to get a peptide serum to use alongside it. The one by Geek and Gorgeous ships to Ireland really inexpensively and is like £14. So you might want to add that. You don't need to. I think she'll find that collagen one works just the same. But if she wanted to, she could always add that Geek and Gorgeous peptide serum alongside it. It Girl says, please tell me a cream for dark circles. Yeah, best one is the Mariam May glutathione and tranexamic acid cream. So good. My favourite eye cream at an affordable price. Really, really good. Works so well on dark circles. Christopher says, now I'm picturing that. Yeah, next, gold sequin onesie and tambourine performance. I do not own a gold sequins onesie, but I do own a tambourine. So I'm 50% of the way there, Amy. 50% of the way there. Tanny said, which moisturiser would you recommend along with the VT Riedel shot? Oh, if you're using the Riedel shot, keep your moisturiser really like neutral, nothing packed full of actives. If you wanted a good moisturizer, in the Korean skincare space, I think the Beauty of Joseon Dynasty Cream, really nice, goes well with the Riedel shot. If you, Geek and Gorgeous, Happier Barrier, also a nice one to go alongside it. Those would be my two recommendations. Donna says, hi Rob and Tom, can you please point me to a paint on pore strip available in the US? I've absolutely no luck finding any. Yes, I've actually got a full video on this in the next week because everyone on the shorts, the peel off shorts, have been like, which product? It's the Lebrenna one that you can get on Amazon. That's what I want. And that's what I've been trying. It works so well. You paint it on, you put a strip on, put it off. Amazing. Lebrenna. Let me see how you pronounce it. Let me Lanbena. Lanbena. That's the blackhead mask. Not called a pore strip, it's called blackhead removal mask. It is really, really good. I swear by it. I've been using it. They very kindly reached out to me and said, you kind of mention our pore strips a lot, but you never give us any credit for it. I was like, it's because I didn't know the name of it. Now I do. I will. So I'll be doing a full video on that. So far, really, really impressed. Really, really impressed. So hopefully that helps, Donna. Nina says, been using your copper peptide serum for about a week so far. I absolutely love it. Was worth the wait. I'm in New York. Thanks for the great product. Thank you. Do you know what you'll all be very happy to hear? This is the exciting thing. With the relaunch, we are going to be changing up shipping providers, and because just of the sheer volume of orders that we've been getting recently, to avoid any delays, we are employing a shipping fulfillment team, which are going to be sent. Are going to be packing things. So when you order from the relaunch, every single product, every single package is going to be shipped next day. So no waiting around for me to get me, butt in gear. Everything is going to be shipped the day after you ordered it, which is amazing. We're going with a new shipping provider, which is going to have quicker turnaround. So the average time for parcels to get to the US, for example, is going to go from 2 weeks to 8 days. So a big reduction in that, which I'm very excited about. Europe, it's going to go down because they're a European courier. It's going to go down from average of 10 days to 3. I'm very excited about that. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. The only thing I'm sad about is because I won't be personally packing them. I won't be able to write the handwritten notes. But I've got around that by agreeing with them. I can put in a little note that they can then print onto everything. So I can choose notes to say to people, so I can still personalize them with each order, which is what I wanted to do. Whilst it won't technically be written by me, it'll be printed, like stamped on. It is still my words that I've still chosen, so that's how we've got around that. Because I don't want to not do that, but also I don't want people waiting a week for their product to ship because I've got so much to do. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the compromise. Let me know your thoughts. Share thoughts. Actu said, but Nina, I'm just so thrilled that Copper Peptide's working so well for you. Actu says, are the K-Secret eye patches comparable to the Wonder patches? They seem possibly better. I think they're better. I would say they're better. They're cheaper, and I think they're better, personally. Christina says, it's been too long. How are you? I'm doing good. Working, digging into my hobbies, reading, learning tarot. Oh, how exciting. Missing you, Rob, and the skincare community. Christina, we've missed you too, my love. We missed you so, so much. It is, when I saw your name pop up, it filled me with utter joy, absolute joy, and thank you so, so much for being here again. We love you. Amy says, Rob, did the cryofacial at the wellness centre. Love the treatment, but I had a little breakout and flaky skin a couple of days later. I don't know if it was the cryo or the product she used. Oh, that's annoying, because yeah, you can't tell. I'm probably going to say it's probably the products. I would be guessing, but it could be the cryo. But so what do you think overall? So the breakout and the flakiness gone. You're back to flawless Amy. What do you think afterwards? Like after a week or two, what do you think? Do you think it's worked? Would you recommend it? Thoughts? Because I'm thinking of having one done. So thoughts, Amy. Matthew says, hi all, good luck with your move, Rob. As was hell, never again. Oh, Matthew, to be clear, never again. I'm already saying never again. Like, I always thought when people say like, oh, forever home, I always cringed because I was like, oh, you don't know what the future holds and what are you on at? No. Now having done it, forever home, I'm fine to declare. I never want to move again. You will literally have to like drag me out kicking and screaming because I'm never doing this again. So I feel you, Matthew, but I always think like my best friend said to me, it'll be like childbirth. I was like, where's this going? And she was like, incredibly painful, awkward, stressful, and hellish. But the second that the baby arrives, you kind of forget all of that. I was like, okay. I think her theory there was the second I move in, I'll forget about everything that's happened and just enjoy it. I'm hoping that's where she was going with that. And I did say to her, I just said to her, look, I'm glad that it's a woman who's gone through childbirth saying that, because if I said that, I'd be sure. But I think that's where she was going with that. So Matthew also says, any thoughts on the Allies new sunscreen launch? Will you be reviewing? Yes, Matthew. I actually just reviewed it yesterday. Video's up now. So hop over and check that out if you want to know more. If I was to summarize my thoughts, absolutely adore it. Think it's amazing. The finish is impossibly amazing. It's the best water-resistant sunscreen I've ever used ever. The price is ridiculously high. I think it's worth it for the formulation, but for me, I'll be using it when I need water-resistant sunscreen. So when I'm swimming, when I'm jogging and it's really sunny and I'm sweating, then I will use the Allies of Skin. But because of the higher price point, I won't use it as my daily sunscreen. But that's okay. I'll just mix and match with others. I definitely think it's one, if your price will stretch to it, that you want to have in your collection, but I'd use it on those days you need water resistance. If you can't stretch to the Allies of Skin one, that's not a problem. The Transparent Lab sunscreen is kind of like a really good dupe. I'll leave that again. I'll link it again because it's always out of stock. It's actually in stock now, so I would say that's a good option. I would say. But I hope all is amazing with you and sending love. Scott says, yay, looking forward to those. Thank you, Scott. We love you. Christina says, aloha from Hawaii. Aloha, Christina. Sending you lots and lots of love. Amy says, okay, now we know Rob wears boxes, not bras. We're closer, Amy, to the truth. Inching closer to the truth. Actually, do you know what? I've got a good box of short story from last week. I got a text exchange from my dad. So basically, a friend of mine opened a clothing company. And obviously, I wanted to show some support for so I wanted to show some support for his new clothing brand. And I looked, and the prices were a little bit up there. And I was like, look, I do want to support because I think it's important. Anyway, he on there had like these designed boxer shorts that were like breathable and super athletic and made for the modern man or whatever. I was like, look, that's more in my price range. I'll buy some. So I bought like the 3-pack or whatever and had it sent. I used my Google Pay and I didn't realise, so it came off my debit card, but what I didn't realise is the address that was on my Google Pay was my mum and dad's address from when I bought, last time I used it was my mum's Mother's Day present. So I realised 2 days later, oh, these are getting shipped to my dad, who's in Leeds. My mum has gone on holiday, so he's on his with the kids and my brother, so he's on his own painting. So I basically this was a great exchange of like how this is my dad all over. Let's see what he says. He says to it, so I just said, hiya dad, parcel I ordered has been delivered to yours today. I ordered some boxers from a friend who set up a clothing business, but for some reason it auto-filled to yours. I've reordered them to mine, so don't worry, enjoy them. His response was, I'll take them, it's free. Great, thanks dad. So I just put, thought you wouldn't mind, cheapo. I said, how's painting going? Are you enjoying the peace and quiet? Meaning without like, mom, the kids, peace and quiet. He said, missing the dog. Lorna's been up there for 2 weeks. I was like, I didn't pass that on to my mother. Basically, he's missing the dog. I was like, oh god. Yeah, so that was my very heartfelt exchange with my dear father, who now, courtesy of me, has 3 pairs of very overpriced boxer shorts that he is happy because they're free. Thrilled. So that did keep it. So and the boxer shorts theme, Amy. That it's all going on in Leeds. Sweet Tea said, yeah, my dad had pieces of his ears cut out, small but still, as he worked outside, no sunscreen. True. Wear sunscreen, get yourself checked. Always, that would be my recommendation to everyone. Pinia says, I can't wait to get and to open that box. I hope people are going to be excited by the Ultimate Collection. I can't wait. Tino says, again, put me so down for the Ultimate Collection. Oh, the anticipation. I love that. There's going to be a limited stock of them. I think we're going for 150 on the print run. There'll be limited stock, but I think it'll be quite exciting. We might see if we can push the print run up a little bit. I'm working on that. Della says it's so important to have your skin checked regularly. I have to go to every 6 months due to transplant meds. Yeah, absolutely. Get yourself checked. It's the best thing I ever did. Jan! Read your name. I've never been so excited to read your name out. Says, hi Suzanne, Damien and I will be watching the replay gang. Sorry, Suzanne's been baking the whole day and she's still not done. She's making a cake bunny. That's exciting. Jan, we love you all, and I nearly did a little happy dance when I saw your name come up. Marion says, update on the Age Rebooster Pro. It's incredible. I thought it would be, but thank you for the update. My skin's so plump, juicy, bouncy, definitely driving my skin deeper and noticeably working better. Yay! Thank you so much for sharing. We love that. Also, Jan, if Suzanne's not too busy baking, if she could send some of that cake over here, if she won't mind. Let's see. Jan says, anyway, we love you all. Missed you. So sorry for missing the live stream. Have a good one. We love you, Jan. We love you, Jan. We love you all so much. Georgie says, just thank you for your dedication to us all. It's a pleasure, Georgie. We love you. Love you. Let's see where I've lost where I am in the chat. I don't know how I've managed to do that. How have I managed to do that? Bear with. Oh, there we are. Back to where I was. Let's see. Damn it. Rob, do you have any alternatives to the Face Theory Q10 oil complex? I'm running out, but Face Theory's got a little pricey with the shipping and taxes. They have got a little bit pricey. I still do love their formulations, but they have got a little bit pricey. I genuinely don't know a dupe for that, Danny. But I'll tell you what, Danny, put that comment in the main comments. I will hunt. I will hunt down and I will find you a European affordable dupe. That's my commitment to you, Danny. Cut and paste that into the main comments, and as soon as this live stream finishes, I will go on a hunt. Well, as soon as this live stream finishes, I'm binge eating some freshly picked asparagus. But after that, then I will find you a dupe for that. Tom says, only 47 likes so far. We could do better than that. Well, this tells me, A, we have done better. We're now at 80 likes. But that tells me I'm quite far behind with these comments. I'm going to keep going. But thank you, Tom. Do as Tom says. If you haven't already, if you could minimize this chat, hop over to that like button, give it a gentle caress. See if we get 100 likes by the end of this live stream. I'll be very appreciative. Scott said, yes to a full Skin 1004 review. And please include the zombie beauty line. I'm halfway through. I do see. So, A, Scott, first of all, yes. I will. I promise for you, Scott, for you, I will include the zombie line. I just don't think that zombie line fits with Skin 1004. It's almost like, I just don't know. It just doesn't fit with it, does it? Even though I've got them and it's got the branding on it, I still don't associate it with it. But I promise you, because I love it, I will not miss it from the review. Promise you, Scott. My commitment to you. Sophie says, Rob, have you done a brand review of Niche Beauty Lab? No, but I have mentioned a lot of their products in other videos. So if you would like a brand review, I would be happy to do this. I've kind of thought about doing something. I would like your thoughts on it. I've thought about, I used to do a lot of brand reviews. Like single brand reviews. They used to do amazingly well during like the whole pandemic thing. They did amazingly well, and then I found that they just weren't performing that well as videos. People weren't really engaging with them, and I thought maybe people are just over buying everything from one brand and they're kind of wanting, you know, the best of this or to talk about the other. I don't know. So I stopped doing them. Do we want to bring... So I had a little thought and thought, once a week, if we could pick a day, like Fridays, every Friday I could upload a full brand review. Different skincare brand, every week, full brand review. Would we like that? Would we think... would we like to see that once a week, a full brand review? Let me know, because I could do one of Niche Beauty Lab for sure, Sophie, because I'm loving so much of them. Amy, we've missed you, my love. Where have you been? Where have I been, actually? We've been a month off, so I think we're both guilty. Welcome back, my love. Tino says, oh, hey, would you provide brand suggestions? Yes, absolutely. Would you just cut and paste that, though, into the main comments? And I will leave that as a proper comment to this, only because I want to do a little bit of a investigation into the brands and the ones that are going to be compatible with Tret. I'm happy to do it, absolutely, if you put it in the main comments, and then I could just do a little bit of investigation. Let's see. Tina says, I think my question was cut off. Sorry, Tina. YouTube does do that. Thoughts on Propolis Cosrx toner? Please tell me it's cruelty-free. I forgot to check. First of all, Tina, you're in luck. Cosrx are now entirely cruelty-free. We love that. So yes, you're good. Now, there is some confusion. There are some debates in the skincare world around that. So under the strict definition of Cosrx, they are a cruelty-free brand. Their products are not tested on animals, and therefore they are a cruelty-free brand. That's the definition. Some people say that the snail mucin that they use in some of their products isn't cruelty-free because there might be cruelty involved in harvesting it. I think I leave people up to make their own judgment call on that. And the strict definition of, are their products tested on animals? No, they are not. So they are cruelty-free. I always say to people, just make your own decision on the rest. Propolis, I like. I think it's great for hydration. I think it's great for calming and soothing. Be careful if you are acne prone, because it can be a trigger for some people, not for everybody. If you're not acne prone, then it's absolutely fine. I like it. I think it's the Cosrx Propolis line is the best because it's got the highest concentration. So if you want this ingredient in a good quantity, Cosrx is the one to go for. So yes, Tina, I would definitely recommend it. Yes, they are cruelty-free in the strict sense of the word. Hopefully that's helped. Denomi says, is the Beet Hydra Serum safe for 10-year-olds? That's the Drunk Elephant Serum, isn't it? For 10 to 13-year-olds. Is the Beet Hydra Safe Serum? Yes. So yes, first of all, yes it is. You can absolutely use that. It's applicable for all ages. I would just say it's quite expensive, and I think it's overpriced for what it is. If you really want Drunk Elephant and you really want to buy it, you can use it, not a problem, treat yourself. I think it's quite expensive for what it is, and I don't think you need Drunk Elephant at any age. I would say if you want Beet Hydra Serum, I would look for some other brands that do the same thing a lot cheaper. One of my favourites, Geek and Gorgeous, they have a stressless serum, which is hydrating, very similar to that, fraction of the cost, I think better formulated. La Roche-Posay, not my favourite brand, but again, cheaper than Drunk Elephant do similar things. There are other brands out there. Geek and Gorgeous is a cruelty-free brand that I think I would always endorse. I think they're great. So yes, I would go for that. I would go for that. But yes, if you do want to stick to Drunk Elephant, that is fine. That is fine. Wagstaff says, if sunscreen feels moisturising, is that sufficient to know it can be used without moisturiser? Yes. I would say when it comes to moisturiser, do you need them? Do you not? Listen to what your skin's saying. Put a product on, leave it 10 minutes, because that instant feel isn't what it's going to actually do. Leave it 10 minutes and then think, does my skin feel hydrated? Does it feel tight? If it does, you need a moisturiser. If it doesn't, then it's doing its job. So no, I just say give it 10 minutes to assess, but that's absolutely fine. Sophie says the new peptide serum is great, Rob. My oily skin just drinks it up and it absorbs in. Yay! Thank you so much, Sophie, and I'm so happy it's working. Thank you for your support, my love. Oh, and I'm taking the day off to get to the pop-up shop. Thank you. I mean, I like I said, I'd love to do it in every single capital city. That's not possible. It will be in London, and I hope to see as many people as possible. And Amy says, pop-up shop, what? Amy, I know. If I could do it literally in your hometown, I would. I promise I would. I just thought it'd be nice to meet people, but to have the opportunity for people to see the products in place. And yeah, hopefully it'll be in Covent Garden, so there'll be lots of passing trade, hopefully, so people might discover the brand because of it. You never know. Danny says, Amy, had you not heard? Perfect excuse to all meet in London. I promise, Danny, I will say this, Danny, there is zero expectations for you to make the trip over to London, because I know you're closer than Amy, yes, but it's also, there's water between us, let's put it that way. But if you did come to London, Danny, dinner on me in the evening. We'll finish the pop-up shop and then we'll go for dinner somewhere lovely in London. If you did come over, that's the deal. So I would, absolutely love that. And Tom says the Macarena will be performed at the pop-up shop. I can't do that to Amy, Tom. I can't. I can't. I hope I pronounced that right. I said, hi Rob, I love your new packaging. Thank you very much. I've started to use the VT Shots 100. Could you please tell me what products you would not recommend to use with it? Honestly, the 100 you can use with everything. I probably wouldn't use a high strength vitamin C, might be too prickly. I probably wouldn't use a high strength exfoliator, again, might be too prickly. But as long as your skin can tolerate it, the 100 you can use with everything. It's fine. Use it with everything. Just be a bit mindful and maybe skip the VT shot the day that you do your exfoliation if you've got very sensitive skin. For most people, that would be absolutely fine. Hopefully that helps. Reve says, any idea when the pop-up will launch? No, we've got to find the final date of the rebrand, which I should be able to announce very shortly. I then have to sign the agreement for the pop-up shop space, and then I'll be able to let everyone know the date. So it's going to be very, very exciting, and I will let everyone know the date, I promise. And I'll try and give people as much notice as possible, of course. But yeah, I will let everyone know. So Tano says, my whole heart, thank you for taking care of our planet, Rob. I'm dedicated for life. Thank you so much. I just think we need to do our best. I think I'm sick of companies expecting consumers to do their bit without doing any of the work themselves. You know what I mean? Is it okay to, say, well, we all have to recycle? Yeah, well, where's your input then? Companies, where's your input? Now, I think, will everything be perfect? No, I would love for everything to be perfect. It can't be. But if I can maximize the amount of recycled product already in, so we're reusing rather than creating new, all the better. If I can make sure everything's 100% recyclable, then that makes it super easy for the consumer to do it. It's things like, if you look at the finish on, so take the finish on this. I don't know how this translates on camera. If you see the finish, so it's kind of semi-opaque, and to touch it, it feels smooth, but there's a little bit of tactile to it. And the reason for that is we could have acid dipped this. So acid dipping is where you dip it into acid and it becomes almost squeaky. It's that smooth, almost squeaky. We could have done that. It does feel beautiful. It feels so good. It feels so beautiful. But that is the number one source of water pollution from the skincare industry is acid dipping. It is so toxic. It destroys marine environments, and the runoff from it and the chemicals left over afterwards is horrendous. I personally think acid dipping should be banned. It is that bad. So of course I didn't acid dip them. So could they have been absolutely perfectly smooth? Yes. But I want everyone to know that when you touch one of the bottles, if you can feel like it's slightly tactile, which I personally actually prefer, but if you can feel that, then you have saved some fish and some marine aquatic wildlife because we've not acid dipped it. I also think it's easier to hold, less likely to slip. And I'm thinking in a bathroom when things are wet and you've got soap going on and everything's slipping, you want a bit of tactile so you can grab onto it. So it might actually be for the best in the end anyway. But yeah, that's an example of how I think brands could and should be leading the way. And also explain, I know I'm in a privileged position because I can explain this to you guys, whereas brands don't have this direct connection, I guess, so it does make it a bit difficult. But I want to explain this sort of thing so people know that something was a conscious decision. So whether you love the feel of it, I hope you all will, or you don't, you know it was a conscious decision. It wasn't just a, this is how it ended up. Hopefully that makes sense. Jan says, love your peptide serum. Just snatched up a couple now to be delivered to Manchester for you to pick up on my next visit. Well, send your mum so much love from me, Jan, and I've just seen your order come through. It does mean officially we have 10 peptide serums left. It's looking sparse. It's looking very sparse. And this will be just as soon as it's sold out, I'll then be able to invest every bit of my energy into the rebranding, and we're going to take it forward super quick. But yeah, just thank you guys for your love, kindness, and support throughout all of this. I can't believe how quickly things have sold. It baffles me, absolutely baffles me, but I just love you all so much. I'm just so glad everyone's enjoying the products. Sophie says, this year I'm looking into clothing, protective clothing. Dr. Sam Ellis has done a YouTube video talking about good brands. This is it, Sophie. I would say shop around. Like, first of all, UV protective clothing isn't cheap. But I think if you think about what you're saving in the long run on sunscreen, and especially like I went up to the Caribbean for 2 weeks and I wore the same top like to swim every day. I just rinsed it out with some travel wash every day. And it's still as good as new. So I got 2 weeks worth of not having to apply sunscreen to this section of my body and to be protected. And I've still got it for many holidays to come. I think it's good. And I think I paid £45 for it. It's the swim one. It's slightly more expensive. £45. I don't think that's a bad price when you think of I've got it for years to come. So yeah, I'd totally recommend people check it out. Amy says, I have a relationship with the sun, but it always ends up paying for dinner. I'm with you on that, Amy. I am. That is the best quote. I'm getting that on a t-shirt. Matt says, hello everyone. Rob, what do you think about the new sunscreens that have been launched in the EU market lately? Yes, there are some good sunscreens coming into the EU. So I would say the EU regulations, they've changed some of the EU approved sunscreen filters, has driven a lot of innovation in the last 3 years, and I think that's starting to show with some of the newer launches. For example, that transparent lab sunscreen, I don't think would have existed if it wasn't for tightening up some of the regulations, so I love to see it. So I think the EU market is going to be leading the charge when it comes to some sunscreens in the next 5 years, and I'm really thrilled about that. I think Korea has really led the charge. Australia, I mean, if you want like regulations that don't get hotter than Australia, and the UK has, a lot of UK brands have really driven innovation, and I'm glad to see like the EU brands coming to the party now, and I think it's going to be fantastic. So yeah, a lot of innovation in sunscreen in the next 5 years, and I'm thrilled about it. I'm absolutely thrilled about it. I've got to up my game. I think my sunscreen, speaking from a biased position, my sunscreen I think is a market leader in terms of the finish it gives and versus the level of protection. I think it's up there, and I'm really proud of it. But I know in 5 years' time that's not going to be the case. So I need to start working on something now to kind of do the next thing. I'm wanting to do a sunscreen gel next, so super lightweight sunscreen gel. I want to do a tinted sunscreen as well, though that is going to be a work in progress. But yeah, I just love the level of innovation in the sunscreen space right now. It's so good. Matthew says, what sunscreen should I use for sensitive combination skin? I absolutely love, for sensitive combination skin, my top recommendations would be either Skin 1004, which I think would be a great option. It's Centella, calming and soothing, or that transparent lab one I referenced earlier. Obviously, the Mad About Skin one is suitable for sensitive skin, but it's almost sold out. So if you can snag it before it goes, great. If not, then the other two. like Sweet Tea says, yeah, I bought one for my nephew in the UV protective clothing for when he goes skateboarding. I like to get some for myself for lawn work, those shirts and a parasol for when I'm fancy. This is true. I just think it makes it so much easier not having to layer sunscreen on you. Georgie said, yes, please, to the Q&A SPF review coming up, Georgie, don't worry. Tina says, big old garden hat. Tina, I bet you rock it and look fabulous. Waxoff said, can peptide sunscreens always stand in for common moisturizer? Absolutely. I think that's a great option. So Stephanie said, had to go through 6 pre-cancerous, very painful skin therapies. Sunscreen is a must. I think until you've had that experience, unfortunately, you don't appreciate how valuable protecting your skin is. Take it from me and from Stephanie and from the others that have shared their experience. It's a must. It's a must. Let's see. Let's see where we are. Sweet Tea sounds like you've had an amazing birthday. Right, we've come to the end of the live stream. I didn't manage to get to the end of the comments. I'm out of breath and I'm parched. No drink. So I didn't get around to every single comment. Let's see how many I missed. Right, okay. I've not got many to go. Right, I'm going to blast through. We are on it. We're going to do some quick fire. Act 2 said, any thoughts on Crunchy's face sunscreen? Haven't tried it, but I will have a look. Let me add that to my phone. Done. I will check it out. Thank you so much. Reve saying, missing the dog. He will be... I know. My dad does love the dog. In fact, he even sent me a birthday card. His birthday card for me this year, which I opened a bit ahead of time. Shouldn't have done. Said, love you almost as much as we love the dog. Thanks. Not untrue, but thanks. Amy said, Rob spoke to the facialist and she said she hadn't heard of anyone receiving the problem I did. Would try it again at another centre if they use different product. I think the treatment itself was great. I think that's good praise, Amy. Thank you so much, my love. Tina said, so you get your cheapness from your dad? Yeah, me and him are like that. I would say I'm practically frivolous based on what I spend versus my dad. He is actually cheap. But yeah, like... Yeah, I would say though, I will always defend my dad. I love him to bits. He's the best dad in the entire whole wide world. He's fantastic. He is dirt cheap, like hilariously cheap. But I will say, you know, I went to university and there was being a student, I did work all the way through university and paid for myself. I didn't get a student loan or anything. I paid for myself by working all the way through uni. And he always appreciated the work I was putting in. And so there were times when I was pretty skint and had no money even for food, and he was always the first to send me £50 when I asked, 100 quid when I asked. He's incredibly generous when he thinks it's deserving, but he would never buy himself new underwear. That's why he's got a 3-pack from me. He's thrilled. Sweet Tea said, I think your dad might be related to me. I think that says cheapo. I think we need to do dad and mom. They're great. They are my heroes. If I can grow up, God, I'm nearly 40. You know what I mean? If I can be as fabulous as my mum and dad at 60, I will be very, very, very happy. Very happy. Mary says, love you and all your thoughts. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. Maria said, would like to see that, but it's an awful lot of money. Yeah, it's true. Scott said, yes, the 4 brand reviews. We love that. Friday brand reviews. Act 2 says, would be great. T said, if you could rank the products in your brand review. Alice Down the Rabbit Hole does this. I will check out some of her videos and do. Let's see where we are. I think I've missed some comments. If I have missed your comment at all, drop it in the main comments and I will get back to you straight away. Sarah said, problem Mars behind if you chat, step away from a sec. Tina said, I just realised Danny, we talk about DM13 was Danny. Oh yes. Yeah, that is true. That is, yeah, I think we all get confused. Yeah, with people's names when you know the name but it doesn't match to the YouTube thing. Christina says yes to a weekly brand review. Stephanie says yes, love the deep dive into brands. Audrey says the same. Tina says stress less, highly recommend it. Yeah, I love that one so much. Sarah says, I was so blown away with the little personal notes. They're so good. We're keeping them. Someone else will have to write them for me. I'll stamp them for me, but I will still be actually typing them. So they're still coming from me. I don't want to do away with that because I love, that's my favourite part of packing any order. Nancy said, do any of your products contain kojic acid? Yes. The light chemical peel contains the highest amount of kojic acid available over the counter. So when it comes back, kojic acid, would recommend it. So Biased, but so good. Danny says, oh my god, Covent Garden, can you repeat the exact date, please? Don't worry, Danny. As soon as the date is known, I will be letting everyone knows. I promise. Laura says, since you mentioned Niche Beauty, have you tried any of their Theramed products? I haven't, but I want to, because their copper peptide is supposed to be amazing. Let's see. Daddy says, oh my god, it would be a dream come true to be able to meet our community there. I would love it. Luca says, love that. Thank you for caring. My pleasure, Luca. Thank you. And thank you for always, I do appreciate, I know, like, personally, I'm not vegan, I don't live a plant-based lifestyle, though I'm completely allergic to milk and always have been, so I'm kind of semi there because I don't have anything dairy. But I do always appreciate your vegan recommendations and the feedback and things, because I always want to be as inclusive as possible and to make recommendations that meet as many people as possible, so thank you. I do always really appreciate it. Laura K said the new package is gorgeous. I think the matte looks more luxurious. I think matte is luxurious. I agree. Luca says, yeah, same. Frosted feels great. I agree. I think, and if you know we're doing something for the environment, there's a bit of like satisfaction in that too as well. So Christina said, I love the texture of a bottle as a bit of frost. Thank you for explaining your reasoning. It's a pleasure, Christina. Thank you so much. Sugarless says yes to products from each brand. Thank you so much. Coming up on Fridays then. I think everyone wants that, so that's all good. Yeah, says thank you so much. What product is the best product to minimize large pores? Best product you'll ever try is the Pore Minimizer by Allies of Skin. That's phenomenal. It's the only one that's actually worked on my pores. It is a bit pricey. If you want something a little bit cheaper than that, then the pore minimizing ampule from Skin with 1004 also works really well. Luke says retinol, AHA, BHA, and sunscreen like ELF. Blurring primer will help with visibility of pores. This is true. Actually, do you know one of the best things is blurring primer? I agree with everything Lucas said. I also think a blurring primer is great. The Indeed Labs Nano Blur, great option. Reva said, I'd definitely consider flying up to London if flights from Madrid are cheap enough. Oh, thank you, Reva. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't expect anyone to travel that far, but if you did, I would absolutely love to see you, of course. Zoe said, can't wait to watch this on replay. We love you. New haircut. Yep, just a cheeky little freshen up for the summer. Thank you for noticing, Zoe, my love. Let's see. BB says, oh my god, I've practically missed the stream. You have, but it's all on replay, my love, and we're glad that you came in at the end. So, Betty, great to see you. Love to New Orleans. And Hell says, save us birthday cake for the next live. Will do, Hells. Promise. Birthday cake on the next live. Now, before I go, you're probably going to want to see Dog. Lorne will be outside. And let me show you the birthday card that my dad got me. Right there. Oh, look who's here. Fancy seeing you, Dog. Right. Oh, Lorne. So, for everyone, this is Lorne. We always love to say hi to Lorne. Say hello, Lorne. Let's say hello to Lorne. What do you know, Lorne? Yes, he says he's looking forward to his new house and having more space to play. There you go. Right. Oh, you say hello to everyone. Yeah. And then, oh, we're at 92 likes. See if we can get 8 before the end. But look, everyone, let's have a look. Oh, there you are. There you are, Lorne. So, see what Scott says. Tom says, I'll be wearing my chaps just for you. Scott says, and the harness. Yeah. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. So, yeah, that's all. And let me show you now. Oh, there you go, Lorne. Let me show you. This is the birthday card that my mum and dad got me. Message inside. Happy birthday, Robert. Lots of love from mum and dad. You're great, but your dog is so much better. I mean, not untrue. Not untrue, but yeah, when we talk about parents and how much they love Lorne, they're not hiding it. Let's just put it that way. We're not hiding it. Yeah. You're great, but your dog is so much better. So, yeah. Luckily, some money fell out of it, so it's all good. When I opened it, so it's all forgotten about. But yeah, I do think, Lorne is very much appreciative of his love. I don't even know where they got this from. Where did they get this card from? I have no idea where it came from. I have no idea where it came from, but yeah, it's a pretty good card. I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty good card. So yeah, we love that. Right, well, thank you all for spending your Saturday with me once again. I have missed you guys so much. The sun is shining, so I'm gonna get out there, bring the washing in, which is drying on the line, give the dog a walk, and then have a lovely evening. So thank you so much to each and every one of you. This has been one of the best live streams ever. I love you all so much, and yeah, send you so much love and the world's biggest hug, guys. Love you all. Bye.